Zdeno Chara's return to the Islanders has not gone as hoped. And it's not because he's played poorly or whatever. He wasn't supposed to be a major piece of that pie, but
because they've all played poorly.
That they've all the team has just not done well, right? And it's not on Zdeno Chara. If you're Lou Lamoriello, and you're probably looking at this is Zdeno's last year, and I want it from two perspectives here. Do you trade Zdeno Chara if you're Lou Lamoriello?
Yes.
If you're if you're Zdeno Chara, do you want to be traded?
Yes. As a family man, no. As a competitor, yes. So that's a question for him.
So he probably doesn't cost too much. But what is Zdeno Chara bringing to your team if you're going to the Stanley Cup playoffs? What's the role he plays at this point in his career?
Battering ram. Fly swatter. Ref massager.
Leafs can use that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, he fits a lot of the criteria, dude. He's
not playing too well. That's the thing. Does anybody want Chara? Because he hasn't been a NHL ready defenseman this season.
How many of the best teams have a spot for him? You know? Okay, here's a question. And I'm a Leaf fan, and I'm asking this question. Do the Leafs not have a spot for him?
The Leafs have a spot for him at this point.
Come on now.
Yeah, they do.
Come on now. Travis Dermott was third pair last night on the left side. Come on now. Come on now. You still got to improve.
He's not the only guy you get, but get him.
Yeah. If you don't improve in the top four, it's a moot point. But you're telling me that wouldn't be fun as hell? I'm enamored with the idea of Chara. Like, I still, believe it or not, everybody, I picture what it's going to be like when the Leafs finally win it.
Okay.
And I find a way to convince myself every year that this is the year and here's the story that will be told. Chara becoming a Leaf and winning it here would be such a great bookend to his story, because he came up getting his lunch handed to him in the playoffs by the Leafs.
When he was in Ottawa.
Yep. You're charged with shutting down Matt Sundin, and the Leafs would win anyway. Later in his career, he becomes a Boston Bruin. He signed one of the first big deals of the cap era. He signed $7.5 million long-term when the cap was like, I don't know, $50 million. It was a lot of money. And I remember laughing at that. That's going to be such a disaster. And he ends up winning a cup in 2011. 2 other trips to the Stanley Cup Finals since then. And he's one of the more revered leaders in the NHL and one of the best defenders in the NHL over his entire career. Torturing the Leafs in the process. Absolutely torturing them. What if this is how it all ends? That's all I'm saying.
I like that.
What if this is how it all ends?
I like that a lot.
It's a fantastic story. It's such a fantastic story. Any story that involves the Leafs winning the Stanley Cup will be the story that I want to hear. But that story in particular would be a dream.
This one is from this was a little aggressive. Actually, I'll skip this one. I'll skip that one. I'll do as the last question. I'll do this one from Good One Randy. They asked, recently mentioned as a long shot target on the Leafs report, what does a Seattle-Toronto trade look like for Adam Larsson?
Adam Larsson. That's not the name I thought you were going to say.
Who did you think, Steve?
Mark Giordano.
Are you hearing something that?
No,
I think Calgary's going to go after Giordano again. Just a hunch.
Yo, that'd be amazing.
That'd be a great story, right?
That would be a fantastic story. Okay, now I'm sort of cheering for that.
The question, though.
Yeah, sorry. That I wasn't too into the Leafs. Well, no, sorry. The question was about Adam Larsson. I was going to go off on Giordano. Very like me. Listen, Larsson. So I'm looking at it right now. He's got 4 years left. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's got 3 years left after this season. $4 million per.
Oh yeah.
That ain't bad. It's not that bad. Is it good for him? We know Seattle just wants futures. They want futures and cap space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a fit there, man.
No, I won't even
Ah.
I won't even give you a trade. It's no fit.
Is it possible Seattle thought they were going to be better than they are, and they would like a mulligan on that deal, and they just want to get out from underneath it, and there's a potential something there?
What number do you take Larsson at?
I'll take him at 50%.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I take him at his
$3
number.
million?
I
You
take
take
him
him
at
at 4
his.
with what the Leafs have on the
What if they have to
salary
give
cap?
up like nothing? What if
Yeah,
Seattle's like a fifth? You know?
No, it'd be more than that.
No, but what if it's a situation where it's like it's minimal?
All Arizona. I think that contract's brutal, guys.
Yeah.
Brutal contract.
Is there
Good
a
player.
potential?
Good player. Good player.
You know, good player. You go for the whole season just to win one round of playoffs. That's all they got to do.
That's all they got to do.
If Adam Larsson for a third round pick, what gives me one playoff round win
in 2027, because we're doing that now.
God.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, here's the thing. Then you got Adam Larsson for a lot longer, and there was issues with skating before. Now I know he had a great season in Edmonton last year. I don't honestly know how he's done in Seattle this year. I just know the team's not been very good.
Their goaltending shambolic.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, the thing is that like, if I'm going to take a flyer on somebody, I am concerned. You've already got Jake Muzzin, not fleet of foot and injured. I believe Larsson's had some injuries as well. I mean,
Yes.
who does it at that age?
Right.
I mean, you could LTIR anybody, right? You're the Leafs, but it's just, I don't know. That's a lot of years.
There's probably better ways you can spend your money.
Yes. And if you're not, I mean, listen, even if it's future considerations, I'd be like, listen, you gotta hold back some money on that. And they're not going to do that. Right.
Yeah.
It's too long.
There could be a match there if the Leafs are able to move money out the door during that trade.
Yeah, I can see that. Like if Hall goes the other way and something, I don't know.
Like this isn't a like a major Hall sort of deal
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about for Seattle. Like either you guys want this or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe they don't want it anymore.
I'll throw this out there. According to just a few minutes ago, Rick Dollywall from Donnie and Dolly, who is my favorite Vancouver Canucks show. I love Sick Harrison Price as well. They got some great shows out there, by the way. Just
They
killing
do.
it. Unbelievable. So both shows are great. This one comes from Dolly and Donnie. The Leafs might have some money to work with if they put Muzzin on LTIR. No surprise that the Leafs called yesterday to check in on JT Miller. So they did call the Canucks. Luke Shen was checked on as well. Timothy Liljegren is the player the Canucks would be most interested in.
Oh, man. Oh,
pain. Anyway, we'll leave you with that. Okay. So we will see you Friday, remote broadcast Friday, then back in the studio on Monday. Everybody stay safe and healthy, and go Leafs go. Leafs play next is tomorrow night, right?
Thursday. They got Minnesota. I am excited for everybody to see the best player in the NHL playing right now, Kevin Fiala. Hottest player in the NHL. No lie. Don't laugh at me. Go check the numbers. Kevin Fiala on fire. And I'm excited for the Toronto media to finally see that third line. I think they're the third line still of the Minnesota Wild work their magic. And hopefully Fiala puts up a couple points to prove me right.